Hello. How's it going? What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for coming and watching. I thought we'd just start Celeste from the beginning and just I don't know what variant mode is. I got like this like mod stuff for Celeste, which was useful for making the video. I mean, to like pull textures out and sounds and stuff. It was cool. Don't really know what some of the stuff does. Let's just go with a full-on, just see how far we can get in like an hour of playing, and I'll chat and things like that. Gatsu Brando says, you said there would have been a Metroid Prime and Hollow Knight video, but instead 2 other videos came out. Not angry, just curious. What I meant was that those are the next videos in the Boss Keys series. So on my channel, Game Maker's Toolkit, sometimes there's Game Maker's Toolkit, sometimes there's Boss Keys, sometimes there's Designing for Disability. There are more series coming out soon. We've got the Game Jams, obviously, like a series. And so those are the next episodes of Boss Keys that are coming out. I've been playing some Metroid Prime 3 recently, so that'll be relatively soon. Next thing to focus on is the Game Jam. So I think we're just going to I'll blast through the cutscenes and read. I've obviously seen these a million times now. Am I going to dissect this game or just play? I'm just going to play. So if you didn't see, I just released a video today called Why it does Celeste feel so good to play, something like that, and just to sort of celebrate the release of that video. It was a big video. It was a big undertaking. I had to, I talked to Matt Thorson and Noel Berry, the co-creators of the game, twice. We did an interview, and the sound quality was really bad on their end. It was kind of it was a mix of our faults, and so I had to record that again. I talked to the speedrunners and did all these graphs and all this sort of stuff. So it was a big undertaking, and I just wanted to celebrate. Matt Johnson has given a super chat, $5 Canadian, says that is an awesome video, Mark. Thank you so much. So, for those who don't know what Celeste is, TCGH says, have you beat the C-sides? I have not beat the C-sides. I have not beat the B-sides. I kind of got to the end of Celeste, the main game, and went, I like that, it was real good. And then they're like, do you want all this extra hard content? I said, no, I'm good, thanks. I've enjoyed myself. Let's just leave it on a high note. I have done a few bits of B-sides since then, but I mean, I'm sure the DLC is coming out at some point. So anyway, if you don't know what Celeste is, it is a ultra-tight pixel art platformer, mostly kind of based around this dash move you can do. So in any of the 8 directions, you can dash Madeline around, and you also got to climb. And it's all about kind of managing vertical space. It's quite an interesting platform, really, and it's more about going up than kind of across. And so it's all about moving. Sorry, my microphone is right in front of the screen, so sometimes I can't see the thing. So yes. Woo. I think this level, to be honest, I have to say, one thing I will say about Celeste is that the first level, this Forsaken City, is like the best level in the game. Like, it's just a really great collection of platforming levels. I could play this over and over again. It's just rad. There's loads of good stuff in this game. Oops, what's the point of that? Is that just to sort of show you how? Or I guess you can kind of see the top bit of that platforming you've got to do. I don't know. Not quite sure what that's all about. There we go. Let's have a look. Do we know when the DLC comes out? Asks Noah. No, I mean, I asked the guys about it. Sorry, not the guys, the peeps about it, and they said, they're working on it. It's coming. So sometime. So the other thing that's interesting about this game is it's got these strawberries you can collect. You've seen me collecting them. They do nothing, as far as I'm aware. Like, they're just collectibles for the sake of collectibles. They're a lot harder to get than everything else in the game. Oops, that's always a cheeky one there. I mean, it's got like a big yellow sign. I suppose I should have said that. So the crystals give you so you I feel like there might be some people who don't know this game. So, when you dash, you can't dash again in midair, right? So her hair turns blue, and that means you can't dash. But if you get a crystal, it refreshes your dash. This is a dude. It's kind of weird because you can totally skip this initial conversation with Theo, but then he's still kind of a big part of the rest of the game, and so you will have to talk to him later. I know that the developers said that they were kind of intending it for Theo to kind of be a completely optional character in the game, then realised that it's actually better for him to be part of the story, but still left it to be kind of optional that sort of first conversation. There's hidden bits in the game like here. Okay. And down we go. So yeah, get that crystal and then we can boost in. What's that mask all about? What was one of that mask? It's kind of a weird looking thing. It's like the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. What's been my favourite game this year? Asks Spam Troll. Oops. My favourite game of 2019 has probably been either... there's an area up there, isn't there? Maybe I should figure out how to get up there. So this is like when you're using some of these techniques, which is that... Whoa! Okay, maybe not. Your sort of dash resets through screen transitions. So if I dash over there, except it doesn't go up there. Maybe that's not how it does. I'm not sure. Yeah, either Slay the Spire or Baba Is You, to be honest. I know those are two like small little indie games, but just haven't really like gotten into much of the big AAA. That's my Jim Sterling impression. AAA stuff. That looks dodgy, doesn't it? I thought so. Ooh. So the problem is, oh no, so it's okay. Hey, okay, try that again. So you only get the strawberry when you land on the ground. So there we go. Which is a nice way of stopping just choosing it. How long does a video usually take? Asks Ethan Eka. Generally around 2 weeks is the kind of the main, the standard time period for these videos. It's about a week for kind of research and writing and actually want to go down here and things like that, and doing interviews. No, which way do that's the way to go. Maybe I want to go up there actually. And then sort of a week for recording and doing my voice and editing. Ooh. So 2 weeks is kind of... Ooh, okay, so I think I want to like... Ooh. This is where it starts getting like tricky. No, this is fine. Mr. Charles Smith says, hey, are you married? No, I'm engaged. I'll get married next year. Hooray. Oops, did not mean to do that. Okay. Ooh. Oh man, I did it. I thought I got myself squished. I think it gave me like a little leeway there. There we go. So yeah, the strawberries really are just a nice way, whoops, to reward people who want to go out of their way to make the game harder on themselves. What am I doing? I kind of want to do that. There we go. It's fun. Quinn McTieran says the best part of being married is not having to plan your wedding anymore. That's a good point. So here we can kind of see that we actually want to sneak down here. Come on. It's the sort of momentum of that is making me feel... There we go. So we can actually go up here. And there's probably some kind of thing. So many secret areas in this game. Secret areas. So this, oh, it's going to be hard without any music. I can't hear the music. Is a cassette which unlocks the C side. No, sorry, the B side. Ooh. So these are actually like rhythmic. Hey, there. So that gives us a cassette. So I guess we'll do the cassette for this afterwards. Madzuf Jada says, how can you make these episodes in just 2 weeks? You use templates. No, there's no... I mean, there's I wouldn't say I've got templates. There's a few bits and bobs that I kind of reuse from video to video, like the Patreon credits and stuff. That's kind of as advanced as my templates get. What's over here? But it's just, you know, this is my full-time job, so it's just a full week of editing. I've just done a lot of videos at this point. I've made over 100 videos. So I'm kind of used to it by now. But the thing is, I still love doing it, which is really amazing. You know, the thrill I got of doing this most recent video on Celeste, oops, I've been up there, idiot, was kind of the same level of thrill as I got from my first ever video on adaptive soundtracks. I'm very lucky in that regard, and that it's just super fun. Because every video is different, you know. It's funny because I played Celeste on a stream when it came out. So last January-ish, February. Oops. And I was terrible at it. But now I'm kind of doing a bit better. I'm looking quite good at the game, so this is good. Let me answer some questions. Have you played Katana Zero? If yes, what did you think? I have played Katana Zero. And yeah, there's some bits about it I like. I'd say, you know, I've also been playing my friend Pedro, which is a sort of kind of a similar thing, a sort of Hotline Miami inspired one-shot kill. No, you don't get not one-shot kill in that game actually, but sort of like balls to the wall, killing loads of people. Hey, I went to the top of the mountain. And both of these games kind of have a similar problem in that they like overuse the slow-mo feature. Like you can just like use, especially in my friend Pedro, you can have that slow-mo for ages, just going through the level like. There's no real penalty for overusing it. It replenishes very quickly, and so you kind of end up either having to choose to like play the game like really hard and play it in real time, or make it pretty easy and slow and play it in slow-mo, or like force yourself to modulate it. There's a bird in my head. It's like a Mario Odyssey reference. Okay, I mean, I guess that's a good question. So Mike Petit says, when did you make the jump to this being a full-time job? Was it nerve-wracking? So in the end of 2016, I realised that the Patreon was going very well, and so I left my job at Pocket Gamer. So I used to be the editor of Pocket Gamer. I could miss some strawberries. Here's the B side. Sorry, I keep thinking they're called C sides because they're cassette sides, but they're not. The B side. Stopped my job at Pocket Gamer and went full time in January of 2017, and have not looked back since. And it's been fantastic. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but I make a good amount of cash from the Patreon, so I've got a good buffer. You know, it could go horribly wrong, and I'd still be happy. Oop! Okay, this is where it's going to start getting like dicey. I could have done that. Why don't I don't need to go to the other side? I don't think. Maybe I do. So this is sort of if you're wondering, like, this seems like it's gotten very hard. Oh damn, I was close then. This seems like it's gotten very hard very quickly for level 2. This isn't level 2. This is the B side of level 1, which are these sort of extra hard. Whoa. Extra hard levels that you get from finding the what? I'm gonna run out of stamina. This is like, you don't run out of stamina too much in the main game, I don't feel. Maybe in the wind level a little bit, but in the cassette levels, like, stamina management is a big deal. I think these levels really show Oh, I got the boost. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Frantic Ficus has donated $5 and says, would you prefer platforming games to be in 3D, third person / side-scrolling perspective in order to make the game like Celeste feel good, rather than first person? First person platformer is obviously quite difficult to do, but some games have done it, like Mirror's Edge and Dying Light. But I think third person, just giving you that visibility of your environment and knowing where your feet are for the platforms and stuff, definitely the best way to make a sort of tight platformer. But Mirror's Edge is very immersive and gains a lot. Whoa! Oh man. Okay, hold on. So you get these things which kind of show you the level. You kind of move the camera around. No, I'm not going for the speedrun world record. Hell. I wish. I don't know how people do these speedruns. There we go. Go over there, and then onto. Oof. It's the Dying Light, not Dying Light. Stamina, man. Ah. I feel like, is there a way to get up here without having to use the boost? Because it kind of, I can't get back over there unless I go around the back, but I'm gonna run out of stamina. Oh man, that's so hard. What am I actually doing? Let's look at this again. So I'm going to go fly on there and then go up, use the crystal and go around the top. Okay. What's your opinion on the B-sides? Well, I think it's actually great because Celeste is a really interesting game in that... hold on. Yes. Right, so there's these terms of like skill floor and skill ceiling. So you get the skill floor, which is like the minimum amount of skill you need to kind of get through the game. And Celeste has a pretty low skill floor. Well, no, it's pretty hard. Okay, it has an average skill floor. And it's got a high skill ceiling. You can the game's pretty hard and there's advanced maneuvers and stuff. But then you kind of get this like terminology of like the skill attic, which is when the game gets even harder than the main game, which is all the B-sides and the C-sides and speedrunning stuff. And then you get the skill basement, which is where it gets even easier than the skill floor, which is assist mode. So the actual sort of skill spectrum of Celeste is absolutely enormous. And like everyone can enjoy it. Now this is very difficult. I mean, I've done it wrong. In that you need to like do that and then go down there and grab it. This is very hard, this bit. This bit's very hard. Okay, hold on. I need to... No, hold on. I need to not press jump, I don't think. And then... Oh, man, how do I do that? No. I think I got to this one before and then when I don't know how to do it. I feel like that's what you do, right? You bounce like that and then go down there, but it's such a tight gap. Woo! Oh, I mean, is that right? Am I doing that right? Use quick fall. Oh, interesting. Ah, there's a quick fall. Okay, but the oh, nice. Oh, I messed it up because I missed it. Oh, dang, I changed my mind in midair. Quick fall is the way. I did it again. So quick fall, if you don't know, is where you hold down and Madeline. It's not in the video. It's not in the video. We've got to change the video, guys. That's still really hard to do. No, it's not. Oh no! I don't know what happened there. You're gonna watch. You're gonna have to see the screen a lot, I'm afraid. Damn it. It's so... No. It's very difficult. Hold on, I'll read some comments in a minute. They might tell me what to do. Forwards dash instead of diagonal. Okay. Right. Oh, I can't quite. I'm doing it like I don't want to hit those spikes. I don't want to hit those spikes, but I don't want to hit the other spikes. Oh my god. I did it before, now I can't do it. Now I can't do it. Now, oh, hit those spikes? I never hit those spikes. How did I someone said in the chat, use quick drop, and I'm like, cool, and I did it. I'm like, yes, you're right, quick drop. And now I cannot do it again. I keep hitting the same bit. This is the definition of madness. Don't worry, this won't be the entire stream. If I can't get this, I will stop and go to the next level. Oh my god. Yes! I did it. Okay. Okay. I believe in you, says Jonah Hawthorne. Thank you, Jonah. Right, here we go. What the hell is this bit? Oh god. Oh look, there's like a sign up there telling me to like... Maybe I need to like do that. Oh right. Okay. Okay. Right. What? What? Oh, I missed it. Okay. No, hold on. I need to do that. Okay, and then do that. Okay, that's not too hard. Come on, I could do that with my eyes shut. There's no fall damage in the game. Is that accurate? I suppose it probably is. Right, so I've got to go and get this dash crystal, even though it's completely out of the way, just so I can use it in a bit. Does it regenerate my stamina? I think it does. That's useful to know. Huh. Oh my god. Alright, I really need to just move my microphone up there because I really can't see that corner of the screen. Someone said, just get to this bit. I'm going to lose the comment. Yeah, it does regenerate stamina. So actually what I need to do is I need to go around here. Oh, bugger. FC Racer says, Mark, I think it's awesome that you reached out to TGH to talk about some of the advanced movement in Celeste. Thanks, that was actually something I did, like, very last minute. I just suddenly realised, like, huh, maybe I could just, like, email a speedrunner and get their take on things. And I was like, who should I talk to? Oh, and I look at speedrun websites, was like, this guy seems to be the... Okay, right, hold on, that's tricky. So I need to grab that, and then... Oh no! Oh, then up there? Back down, maybe? Oops. And then... Okay, and then fling me, please. Fling me. Okay. Okay. How cool was it to talk to the devs? Asks Nicholas Wedding. It was fun, yeah. I try not to get too sort of like starstrucky about it because it's, you know, it's part of the job. It's just talking to a professional person. I mean, this isn't my first time doing it. Obviously, there was the video about Hitman, which had the devs, but also before that, you know, I've talked to Peter Molyneux. I've talked to... I very briefly talked to Suda51. I've talked to Chris Crawford, you know, for my job as a pocket gamer. So I've talked to devs before. I talked to Ron Gilbert, told him about how much I like Monkey Island. I've talked to Charles Cecil. Charles Cecil gave me his business card, which I thought was very cool. I need to get some business cards printed out, it turns out, because he was like, hey, what's your business card? I'm like, I don't have one. Here's just my email address on a piece of paper. Charles Cecil, by the way, if you don't know, is the guy who made Broken Sword. Am I playing with controller or keyboard? I'm playing with the Xbox One controller. Someone said, you guys are so funny in the comments. Goblin says, I imagined you being wider. Not fat, just wider. Okay, thanks. Seth Durkee says, just wanted to let you know your videos have showed me a lot of details about video game design I would never have noticed. Well, thank you, Seth. That's what I'm going for, so I'm glad it's working. Right. Hold on, how am I doing this? What am I doing here? I need to grab this. No, I need to stop myself bashing my bonds. No, I can't do that, that's for sure. I need to do that. Maybe I just need to leave it, then jump. Right, straight up. No, don't do that, Mark. You need to get on there. Ignore the momentum of the pillar blocks, the post blocks. Oh, nuts. Right. So wait for it, then do it, then up the. Oops. Michael Eldritch says, why Celeste? Because I just released a video about the killer controls of Celeste. And so, oh no! So I wanted to just let's just have a little relaxation with an incredibly difficult game. Oh. And up we go. Whew. Okay, more difficulties. That was stupid. Bloody hell, that one kills you. Bocky asks, have you ever worked on a game as a designer or some other role? No, I have not. Oh, that's that harsh little spike there. No, I have not done any game design, which I appreciate. Might be a bit surprising, but I just, love learning about it all. Oh, what do I do there? What on earth does one do there? Bloody hell. Oh, what? I don't even understand. It's all happening too fast. Right, I need to, do the loop around, I think. Just to... Oops. Sometimes, because Celeste has got these very generous things where, it'll give you, the jump even though you kind of missed it. I will, put down the controller in frustration of, well, I messed that up. But it gave me the jump anyway. I'm like, oh, I'm back in the game. I'm not quite sure what I do here. What do I do? Oh, God. Oh, no, messed that up. Ah, okay, tell me what to do, Laugh at me, which I literally just did, says, I don't like dash mechanics in games. They break the immersion. I mean, I hate to break it to you, dude, but that's the least. Oh, I stood on the top of that. That's the least of your worries. I mean, I'm just... Right, what do I do? Land on the square and get the dash back. Stand on the block. It's very difficult. Very difficult. You're saying that like it's easy. Or maybe I could jump up and quickly... Oh, hold on. No. Oh, I could drop down onto the one below. God damn it, this is hard. Use the momentum of zippers to give you the height. Grab the small zippers, you have time to climb on top before you hit the spikes. Oh, I did it, but it was fun. It was to no avail. Nope, messed that up. Jump. Jump on the second one after the first. Then after the first is coming back, it'll be coming back slower. feel like I need some kind of diagram. Oh, I almost did that. Oh crap. I need some kind of diagram. Try climb jumps. Oh, interesting. It's just getting there in the first place is like giving me palpitations. Maybe I don't need to dash. Maybe I'm being an idiot with the dash. Maybe I am being an idiot with the dash. Ooh. That looked like I kind of did. Ooh, the momentums. So much momentums. Oh, so close. Stop dashing, you need to dash the end. Okay. Hey Mark, any specific reason you're streaming on YouTube over Twitch? Asks Lloyd online with a super chat. Also, the main person behind Everest is very excited. You showed off the mod venue. I showed off for like 2 seconds, but I can show off a little bit more later. YouTube instead of Twitch is because my audience is already built in on YouTube. Oh no! So I can hit stream and it will ping like 600,000 people. Whereas on Twitch I have nobody, so that's that. I can't do this, guys. I might have to put on assist mode just to get us through this. I don't understand what to do. Oh, I did it. I did it. Amazing. Holy crap. Oof, bloody hell. Hey, Blackthorn Prod. How's it going? I'm like on a high right now. Ah! No, I got so close there. Now I'm like second guessing myself now. Because I feel like this must be the end. Oh shit. Hold on, I've lost my, it's alright. No, I haven't. It's not alright. It's not alright. Oh, Javster, with the super chat, $2 says, you gonna explore why physics makes games more fun? I mean, maybe. It sometimes does. It kind of depends on its use, really, because, like, in a lot of platformers, people try and use physics for their platformers, and it doesn't feel that great. It feels weird and sloppy and strange. But obviously in something like Half-Life 2 with its sort of physics-based puzzles can be fun, yes. Kazimiris Milkius says, thanks for making great content. Your analysis helped me a lot in working up to start my own video game studio startup next week. Wow. Best of luck with that. I do not know how hard that must be. Oh god, okay, hold on. It's okay. Oh no, right, so what do I do there? I've gone from one thing to the other, basically, with this game. Oh no, hold on. Maybe I don't need to dash. Sometimes you don't need to dash. Maybe I do need to dash. It's like the jump is not quite enough, but the dash is a bit too much. No, that's right into my face. Spikes in the face. Oops, I was trying to look at the stream, the chat. Did you never finish this game, Mark? No, I did finish it. The main bit. I've never finished the B sides and the C sides, as you can quite clearly see. That's a bit above my pay. Oh, there's a little platform there. I didn't see. Oh, okay, you little bugger. Right, that's not what I do, but that platform. You can see that. Oh, bugger. You can see that the developers have put like a little red bit around it. I still missed it. Okay. Oh, oops. Okay, I went over the top. Don't even talk to me. Okay. Oh, I slipped. I slipped like the Mario in the game, in the video. I slipped. Deceleration curves. Oh no, that would have been fine. Why did I do that? Why am I the way that I am? Why can't I just be 10% less dumb? Huh. Huh. No, I just missed. Oh, I should have just gone back onto the bloody things. I missed the momentum. They call me Mr. Momentum because I missed the momentum. Fraser H asks, "What was the first Mario game you played?" Now that's an interesting question because for lots of people it would be Super Mario Brothers or maybe Super Mario World. Oh, what am I doing? Maybe you're a younger buck and your first Mario was Super Mario 64 or Sunshine or what have you. For me, Super Mario Land on the Game Boy. That's how I got into it. For me, my first Mario and Zelda games were Mario Land and Link's Awakening. No, why did I do that? I'm not paying attention anymore. I've lost the will to live. I've lost it. Didn't I? So, yes, that's always been kind of the funny thing for me is like, oh, what is wrong with my face? People kind of see Mario as being like the Mushroom Kingdom and Goombas and Koopas and Princess Peach and I did it. That's Goombas and Mario and Princess Peach, and Zelda's all about. Oh, there's more. There's more. I thought it was done. And let me just make this point so I can move on with my life. People see Mario games, Goombas, Koopas, Princess Peach. They see Zelda games as Hyrule, Triforce, Zelda. For me, it was like Mario could be anything. You could be in a plane, there could be an alien, there could be... and Zelda could have an island with a windfish and stuff, so it's cool. Anyway, okay, here we go. This is very difficult. Very difficult to do because I don't have any sound. So, okay, I'm just going to have to, like, eyeball it. I'm the best man that ever lived. I'm the best guy that ever lived. Yes. Oh, God. Does that light not work? I always end up so white on my streams. Sever the skyline. I absolutely will. I absolutely will. I'm just going to plug in my light or not. Okay, and now turn that on. B-side complete. Why are you playing that sound? Asks Plo1544 blah blah. It's a good question. I don't want to have too much sound coming out into the microphone. I've got my headphones plugged in, I can't bother to unplug them. There we go. I gotta do something about this light, I mean, because I just look so pasty. I mean, I am pasty, I'm as Caucasian as you can get, but it's just, I mean, I died 150 times, and yet I still feel alive. Oh, bloody hell, we're not doing any more B-sides. Next chapter. Video on Minecraft when? Asks Film Fanatic. Let's never say never on that. I'll probably do a video on everything, ever. D-pad or analog stick? Asks Gasper Labroad. I'm playing on a D-pad. It's a digital game. The analogs feels weird. Like, that's just weird. So this chapter, we're introducing a new mechanic. In that, oh god, I'm already like absolutely exhausted. Down we go. So we get these like weird blocks that we can't do anything with yet, but we can smash open a little hole here. This is going to be like so easy compared to what I just went through. A fun thing with that Celeste video was that even though, oh, there's like a secret on there. Even though I have played Celeste through to completion, I played it through on Switch, mostly on handheld mode, and so I couldn't grab. I'm so white. Couldn't grab any footage of the game, and so the only footage I had of Celeste to work with was like a couple levels, like the first and second level, and so I had to I'm just closing little windows on my computer, beast through the game to just get footage of it. Right, that should maybe make the camera a little bit, oh, that's much better. That's much better. Hold on. Let me make sure it's okay on the thing. Skip the tutorial says, do you think spiritual successes are good for the indie scene or hold the industry back? Well, I see what you mean, but I think those are kind of the two main things that indie games do really well. One is they serve an audience that's been underrepresented. You know, hey, I want to play Metroidvania games, and there hasn't been a new Metroid or Castlevania game in 20,000 years. So something like Axiom Verge or Hollow Knight or whatever can kind of fill that gap. And then other indie games are doing stuff that we've never seen before, and those are really pushing kind of the industry forward. But I don't think there's anything wrong with a bit of good old-fashioned nostalgia. I mean, this is kind. I mean, I suppose it kind of depends how spiritually successful you get, because like this is, you know, reminiscent of. I'm dying now. Of you know, Mario and stuff, but it's obviously nothing like them compared to something like Ukulele, which is very much a just banjo for the 21st century. I didn't do a very good job of it. I don't know. That was a poorly thought out answer to a well thought out question, and I apologise profusely. This isn't even the way to go. This is the oops. This isn't the way to go. This is just to get a strawberry. That looks like a hole there. There is a hole there. I was correct. I can't remember where you go. Maybe it's up here. I think it's back here. No, not here. Not here. When I say here, I don't mean here. I mean up here. I think it's back this away. It is, yeah. What's up here? I forgot to get the cassette tape. Or is it a cassette tape? Was it a heart? The one where you have to use the crazy things. Right, hold on. I've completely forgotten how to talk or read or whatever. RP Varela says Celeste joins the rank of Zelda and Metroid 4. People mistake the name of the game for the name of the protagonist series. It's very true, and they must have seen this coming when they made the game. That you call the game Celeste, there's a female character, and pretty much, and you think how many platformers have the name of the game is the character? You know, Donkey Kong Country, Shovel Knight, Super Meat Boy, Super Mario Brothers. You know the name of the character, and it's like, hey, it's Celeste. No, it's Madeline. Celeste is the mountain. Frankenstein is the monster. No, Frankenstein is the doctor. My brain is gone. What's your opinion on mods? Asks Rohan Kawaja. Sorry. Mods are fantastic because it allows people to mess around with the game and completely change how it works, but it never kind of gets away from the developer's like original intention. Because if you're putting mods in the game, then you're clearly not playing the game that it was made. You're playing a cute fan-made twist on it. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, so that you get to sort of mess around with the game. Oops. So this new part of the game has my sort of shadow chasing me. She is always a few steps behind, and it's kind of freaky. How do I get in there? I've never known. Gives you like a lot less time. It's a cool mechanic because it doesn't actually like really do anything other than it makes you stop taking your time, but it also kind of means you can't go back on yourself perfectly sometimes. So it is interesting. Oops, I bounced. Let's just get that one first. Oof, get that one. you can never like make battle in. Which is, I don't think that's ever in the game, battle in. I think it's a sort of unofficial title for her. You can never like make her go into spikes because she's just following what you do, bro. Brosephine. Checking the super chats. No one's super chatting. How am I going to pay my mortgage this month? No. We're all good. It's her official name too, apparently. So an interesting thing is, if you spawn into the level here and you don't move, Battlein does not appear. There was a point in development where she did, so you always had to be on the move, but they decided that people were just getting too stressed out and they need a moment to just relax, so they have it where if you don't move the controller, there she goes. Minecraft Guy 73 says, what do you think about the Total War games? Will you ever do a video on real-time strategy games like Total War and Age of Empires? I'm sorry, I just burped. You know, I'm a bit of a dunce, is a problem. And so, strategy games, I struggle with. I really like turn-based strategy, though. I love Civ. I like XCOM a lot, as you well know. I like Fire Emblem, stuff like that. But when it comes to real-time strategy games, I just freak out. It's just so much going on that I need a break. I need time to think, to plan, to strategize, to tacticalate. Oops. So yeah, I needed time there. So yeah, it's definitely something I'd like to maybe try some more of. I mean, there's going to be a time where I get to a point where I've kind of talked about all the main games I want to talk about on Game Maker's Toolkit in the genres that I know, and so I might have to like start looking into some other genres and doing stuff there. But that's exciting. Oh, poo. This is supposed to be easy after that absolute nightmare B-side. I know it's not absolutely a nightmare compared to some of the other ones in the game, but it is for me. I'm just a little baby, okay? Didn't even need that last one. Oh! That was not very nice, was it? Okay. Stand on there, do that, up there. Is there a way to, like, get down there, I wonder? Shite! Let's have a look into that as a speedrun strat. Which is that maybe I don't have to, if I can stand on that. Hello. I just skipped a whole bit of the level. Are you proud of me? Do you love me? Nice. Nice. Baby. Sweet. That's cool. Who am I? Where am I? Let me look at some questions. Peter Powell says, will you be taking part in the Game Jam? You mentioned you were thinking about it. I did think about it, but I decided that the Game Jam is like one of the only times in the sort of Game Maker's Toolkit where it's all about you know? It's about the community. I don't want to take that away by having everyone like having a look at my game. I'm boring. Let's just stick to the community. What? I hear you. So yeah, I want to really focus on the community for the Game Jam and not make a game. Otherwise everyone will just be interested in the game I make. And also it could go horribly wrong and the game would be rubbish and everyone would laugh at me and they'd say, who is this clown that we've been following on YouTube and watching his videos, and he's been telling us he knows about game design and he makes this absolute piece of crap, you know? That would be embarrassing. Andreas Colombo says, did you enjoy the narrative in this game? I found it surprisingly good. I did. You know, if anyone who's watched me on the streams a bunch knows that I'm not a big narrative in games fan. I don't pay attention to a lot of stories. But Celeste is good. It ties it in really nicely to the game design, the mechanics, relate to what you're doing. So in that level, it was about sort of like running away from the bits inside you don't like of yourself, and so then you were literally being chased. So there's like really nice things. I mean, I kind of could have made a video about that, to be honest, but we're gonna have to give it another year before I can do a Celeste. And the problem with Celeste videos is there's not very much art in the game, and so you get the same pictures in all the thumbnails. I found that nice bit of art with the mountain for this thumbnail, but there you go. Oh my god, it's battling. Lloyd Online says, fun fact, Badlin is referred to as Badlin in the game code. So the name is technically correct. Ooh, it's some kind of monster. And so the heart is maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Hey, it's Theo again. So apparently the Chapter 9 update is going to have more narrative too, says Mills Buddy. See, that's interesting that you say that, because I just thought about that, but it's just the storyline of Celeste is so beautifully sort of self-contained that I can't really imagine how an extra chapter will even work, but I trust Matt and Noel with my life, basically. They made a dang good game. It just feels so good to play, as I explained in my video, that I can just kind of play it, not thinking too much about it, just as I'm talking about this stream, and it just feels great. Like, it's just very super tight and responsive. It's just great. Is this the end of the chapter? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so on this stream we did 2 chapters and a B-side. I think that's pretty good. Devin Corey says, yo, boss keys on Hollow Knight would make my life. It's coming, Devin, it's coming. It's the big one. It's the big boy. It's going to be, I'm aiming for 2019. I want to get boss keys done in 2019 so we can move on to 2020, Jesus, with a fresh slate. So that's the plan. But, yeah. Okay, let me just stick around for a little bit and answer some questions. But that's the end of the gameplay for today. I know it's only an hour stream, but that's what we're doing. Still very white. Chapter 9 is called Farewell, which probably gives story ideas. Okay, interesting. I really need to fix this white balance problem. It's driving me a bit crazy. Would you be interested in rhythm games? Asks Dion Pandre. I'm not very good at rhythm games. There's another one like strategy games where I just kind of suck. But I do like Rock Band. I like Guitaroo Man. It seems like a bit of a dormant genre, so I don't know. So the plan is no hindsight 2020 then. Patrick Norton says they're making their own. He's making his own Celeste-inspired game right now. Well, good luck with that. Peter, I answered that question. I'm not taking part in the game jam. No. Do you think you prefer this sort of difficult but quick reset and frequent checkpoint style of platformer, or easier but higher death time cost platformers like 2D Mario games? I do really like this, where it's just like super hard, but you just keep going at it again and again. But you can get to that point where you're just kind of repeating, like I did on that level earlier, just like throwing yourself at this brick wall over and over again. So I think maybe a mix of the two. I don't know. Yes, let me just take a screenshot of that comment. So it's the game jam this weekend. Let me open itch in a window. I suppose actually we're going to load it. Let's see who's itch.itch.io. Hold on. I don't think I've ever searched for itch.io GMTK. That can't possibly be the top result. It must know who I am. It must know. 4897. Do you think we can get to 5,000 joinees by the time the chat? Wow, I'm so white. By the time the jam begins, do you think we can get to 1,500? I think it's possible. I would really like that. I think that'd be great. So, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Devon. That's horrible. I'm really sorry to hear that. Do you make all of your graphic design yourselves? Asks Theon Pandey. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, some stuff is like ripped from the games themselves. Like in that Celeste video, the transitions were based on the ones in Celeste. But yeah, I mean, all the motion graphics, the charts, the graphs, and things like that is all me. I also want to say I love your accent, says Nick Net. Well, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. What platform do you think has the best level design? Asks Kappa Craft. You know the answer. It's Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. How did you first learn / enter game design? What made you get interested? It's a good question. I'm just so concerned about my white face. The answer was the developer commentaries on Valve's games, on Portal, on Half-Life 2, Episode 1 and 2, Team Fortress 2, Left 4 Dead. They all had developer commentaries, and they talked about such crazy stuff about like how they're like directing the player and designing enemies and silhouettes and stuff. And it was absolutely fascinating, and it got me into learning more about game design. Answer a few more questions. Lloyd Online asks about streaming on Twitch. I know people are involved with migrating from YouTube. I mean, I would try Twitch. I'm a Twitch partner. I've got, I talk to the people at Twitch, but it just didn't work for me. I prefer YouTube. Can you give us some of your amazing video accent? I mean, this is my video accent. I suppose, let me just pull up, I don't know, a thingamajigger, a script. I don't even quite know where is the script. Oof. I don't know. Hi, I'm Mark Brown, and this is Game Maker's Toolkit, a classic. We'll bust that out soon. It's nearly going to be 5 years of Game Maker's Toolkit. Thanks, Mix and Jam. Did you see I linked to your video in the description, right at the very bottom? A little bit about your video in my list of links. It's just blowing my mind that I'm just a big white face. What if I blast myself with yellow light? I want to figure this out. The problem is this only happens at night, and I always kind of forget by then what's up with the camera exposure. I just don't know. Right, I'm gonna. I didn't do anything. Right, anyway, it's been fun. Sorry the stream's so short. I'm a short streamer. I can't do it very long. I completely run out of energy, and also I want to go to bed. So thanks very much for watching. I'll be back at some point, and hope you join me for the Game Jam. The video will be out at 8 p.m. BST on August 2nd, which is Friday. Join us on itch.io. My arms look really thin there. I need to work on my guns. They're not very good. And you have to light up your background for the camera to not overexpose your face. Put that there. Hold on. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.